It's Friday Farm Vlog. Why do we have so many pallets? I'm gonna tell you why. We have 2 bucklings that would like to start breeding with their auntie Amelia Bedelia, which is not okay. So, the veterinarian had said we have probably about a month before they can physically breed with her. However, she just went into heat and they look pretty capable, so I had to quickly separate them this week and set up a temporary sleeping quarter for the night for them inside the goat shed, where I just put a couple pallets up to keep them underneath the goat shelf where their mama and auntie sleep, just to keep them separated at night so there's no breeding, and also to start weaning them, night weaning first, from Fancy Nancy. I certainly don't want any breeding happening at night when I'm not watching them. And then I have been separating them, having our baby goats go out into the backyard, and that way Fancy Nancy and Amelia Bedelia have the goat yard to themselves. Now, the weaning process has been horrible. It's been so hard to hear the baby goats screaming and crying. Even though they can touch noses through the fence with their mama, they want to be like right in with her, and understandable, and it's breaking my heart. But it has to be done. They are intact and they need to be separated and weaned, so that way we don't have any breeding with their mama or with Amelia Bedelia. And also, we do want to milk Fancy Nancy, so we are going to fully wean them and get started on milking her. So they need their own enclosure. We thought we had a month to get a goat run and a nice shelter made for them, but now it's crunch time. They want to breed, and we need to get them their own separate housing, because sleeping underneath the shelf with just pallets blocking them, that's a temporary solution. So we have been going this week, my husband and I, and getting pallets. So we use the truck to get pallets. We use my little Kia to get pallets when my husband was at work with the truck. And we have just been, wherever we see them on the side of the road, curbside pickup, on Craigslist for free, we're just grabbing the pallets that are usable, that we can use, and we are going to build a pallet fence for the bucklings, because why not? We have a pallet fence for the chickens, we have a pallet fence for the chicks, we have a pallet fence for our Amelia Bedelia and Fancy Nancy, our 2 female goats, so why not make a pallet fence for our bucklings? Pallets you can find for free, and free fencing. Honestly, I think it's the way to go, but that's just my opinion. Now, finding enough usable pallets, that can be a little tricky, so that's why we've been searching each day this week and just picking up whatever we find and just grabbing whatever we can get locally. We're hoping to do another big haul this weekend and start putting up the fence. I'm kind of debating, because we are building this goat run and shelter inside of the goat run where we keep Amelia Bedelia and Fancy Nancy, because I want to keep the babies close to their mama for now so they can see each other through the fence, because they're still so little. Eventually, if that's not working out, or if they outgrow the run, or if they're escaping, and then we're going to have to look into expanding towards the back of our property, which is all woods. That would be a much bigger endeavor, and I do worry about predators being outside of the 8-foot privacy fence, so I'm hesitant to go that route just yet. However, I'm keeping that in mind. That may be something we have to do. So the shelter that I'm looking to build, kind of thinking something that could potentially be a movable shelter, or maybe do like a pallet shelter so that we can reuse the pallets if we have to move it. I'm just playing around with some ideas on how we can make an inexpensive shelter for them that will be cozy for them for the winter, for the 2 bucklings. And of course, keep them protected from predators. I want something that's enclosed. I don't want a 3-sided shelter. I want them to be fully locked in at night, safe from predators. So definitely looking into some ideas on how to do that, and quickly. So this is our most recent haul. Over here we got this pile a couple days ago. And then in the goat pen we have another haul. Altogether, I'm estimating I'm going to need about 30 pallets for the fencing because I do want to stack it 2 pallets high, and I do want to put some pallets laying sideways just for extra support. I find that with high winds, the pallet fence is sturdier if you make the pallet fence, but you do have some that are going horizontally for extra bracing. So to do that, you do need more pallets, so we're going to continue getting more, and whenever I see pallets, I'm picking up more because I think I'm leaning towards making a pallet shelter if I can find some good sturdy pallets that I can build with. But don't worry, I'm going to take you along on the journey for this whole project. So be sure to check back next Friday. Oh, and this week I just came out with a little short video about the joy of farming, so if you have a minute, you should check it out.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you want to farm? A wicked awesome farm. Watch this channel to learn what to do. We love to farm and we'll show you. Yeah, welcome to our show.